Okay, I'm going to need your undivided attention on this. I got the most profound download on information that I was given over 10 years ago. And it expanded me into a different space of what that meant. I'm going to share the download from 10 years ago. And I'm going to share with you what I got today that took me to another space. This could be mind-blowing for you. This is so powerful and peaceful. It could put you at ease and allow you to start living something so magical and beautiful. I want to take you there, but you have free will. You get to choose. You ready to go? Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing life. Can you believe how many years I've been on here talking about this? It's not easy to come up with videos all the time. You know, what's the description? What's the end of the world? What's the prediction? You know what? I've got something really, really good for you today. It was a download that I received, and I had to run in front of the camera to share with you because I don't want to lose the deep essence of this. All right, so 10 years ago, I received a download. Actually, it was longer than 10 years. It was probably more like 12 years ago. I received, during a run in the middle of rain, in a super high awakened state, like, you know, plants and everything's looked different, and I could actually feel the energy off of them. I was super connected. And I stopped because I felt that I was getting information, and I was told everything is one thing happening. Everything is one thing happening. Now, stick with me here. I'm going to explain this on a completely different level that could totally change how you see everything. Nothing is separate. Everything's happening. And the second thing I was told, there's no such thing as time. So everything means everything that ever has, ever will be, all probabilities, all choices. They can come back and continually influence us based on if we're ready for it or not. In other words, aliens are making their appearances now. They have technology that can help us. Those abductions, I know. Let's not get into that. I have a whole video on that. I want you to know that there's so much fear and separation in our current existence as human beings in this one experience, that our future is coming back to tell us there's another way. Why? Every time we make a higher choice, the future changes. We are here to enlighten as one thing. We're here to enlighten as one thing. Every time we make different decisions, the whole keeps going up and up and up and up and up and higher. The whole does. All of it does. So the future in every timeline can come back and affect whatever, because that time isn't lost. It's never lost. It's a probability that played out. We are one thing. As each of us make decisions, taking the whole up or down. Now I think we're going up. I think we're expanding. I think we're going into a mass awakening, a great awakening. It's the separation that keeps us in the low density and the lower frequency. And so the one expands as one, because every thought that you have as an expression affects the entire circle. And we either go up as one or down as one. And the individual choice, you get to choose as an individual, also seemingly individual, but it always affects the one. It's impossible for you to be separate from it. We are not one planet sitting out here. They're cheering us on. Why? Why? You know why? Because it affects them. Because they know we are one, and that when we get that, we can turn this planet into heaven. we can live in heaven on earth. And the expansion goes out into the unlimited metaverses and beyond our comprehension. And the knowing is to not have to know anything, is total acceptance. Total acceptance, that's faith. We are one thing happening. All things are happening, past, present, and future, all at once. And all these probabilities are there, and every single decision everybody makes changes it. That's why that thought right now you're having, it's either going up, maybe neutral, or down in its frequency, and the whole changes. The mission is the mass awakening for the whole, and that future, that those future beings, which most of them are, they are us, everybody's us, want to see us open up and expand by choice, because it affects them, and their world will be different, and they'll live in a happier place because we've made more respectful choices for our animals, our planet, one another, and we stop separating ourselves. And when we get that, we know that it's the brotherhood, sisterhood, the community that solves all issues, all challenges. And that's the teaching, and that's the fun we chose, is to learn and break through all the fears, because that's the illusion. And when we get that, then we'll have to pick another game, because it'll get boring. Isn't it amazing? Aren't the challenges what makes life so great? We don't want big challenges sometimes, but those are sometimes the most opening, expansive, beautiful opportunities. And people have come through the most horrific things to show it can be done. You're not a human. You are the power of the universe, playing a role. Play it beautifully, my friend. Your thought right now is changing the future. That person that you see, that you criticize, you struggle over, is beautiful. Your teacher. Because no matter what choices they make or what they do, you can't blame them for anything. You have to go here and say, what am I thinking? What is my story? Am I separating? Am I bringing the mass awakening up or down? Because I alone am responsible for that. And I affect everything, everyone, every creation, every timeline, every probability, future, past, all of it, with that one thought. And from that, everything comes. I got some really cool stories. I'm going to do a part 2 of this. I've got some really, really cool stories of you, some actual experiences that I've had that are so subtle that I want you to understand how powerful you are. Did you get that? I'd love to hear your comments. You guys, please subscribe. These are free videos. You get all kinds of free stuff, meditations, a 1-hour masterclass. If you decide to come over and work with me, that's available for you too. But you get all kinds of cool things, tools that I'm going to give you for free, including a free mobile app, so that you can get that in check. It counts. Watch your life change. Miracles happen. We have them all the time. My students get them all the time. These free videos, people are creating online businesses to get away from jobs and situations that destroy the planet. You're that powerful and beautiful. You're strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings, my beautiful, perfect light being. You are so important. Never, ever question that. Namaste.